This is the Ecobee Plus smart light switch, and apparently it has Alexa built into it, and we're going to give this a try today. I'm going to show you guys how to get this thing installed, how to get the app working, and how to get everything running, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to test Alexa. And I really want to test the microphone distance on this because where I want to use it is in my upstairs bathroom. I've got some ceiling mounted speakers with a Sonos amplifier in the basement, and I'd love to be in the shower or anywhere in my bathroom upstairs and say, hey Alexa, play some music. So we're going to get this thing set up and we're going to get it tested. If you haven't bought this yet, I've got a link to this in the description of the video. You can click that and you can purchase it right from there. A couple things before you actually go and install it. I'll show you guys the back of this light switch here. And there's a couple different wires here that you will need to hook up. The first thing to note about this is there is a neutral wire connection. So if you have an older house, you might want to check to make sure that you actually have a neutral wire in the box where this needs to go, or else you may not be able to run this. Besides that, you've got your typical green for ground, and then you've got your two black wires here. These are for load and line, so one goes to your electrical panel downstairs and the other one goes to the light switch, or sorry, the light or whatever you're trying to control. And really that should be it. So we're going to give this thing a go. We're going to get it installed. I'll show you guys how to configure the app for it, and then we're going to test it out. Okay guys, so I just finished putting this in. I got to get the cover still for this, so for our test we'll leave it off, but I've got that installed. It's actually put it for my bath fan, so that way just in case I'm in the shower or something I forget to turn it on, I can just yell to Alexa to turn it on. So that's where the switch is. And I'll show you guys what I have for speakers here. So I put in two ceiling speakers, one there and another one over there, and you can see that my shower is over here. So when I'm testing the microphone on this thing, I mean, it's a pretty good distance. You know, if I had a guess, I'd say we're probably 15 feet away or so from that light switch there. So I'd really like to be in my shower and be able to just give Alexa commands and play music if I wanted to. So we'll go back downstairs. We'll set this thing up. I'll show you guys how to set it up using the app. I gotta turn the power back on and we'll give it a go. Alright, so I had to come downstairs to turn the power back on, but here you can see I've got 3 different Connect amps powering 3 different zones in my house. One of those is for the upstairs bathroom. So that's what we're going to instruct Alexa to turn on, and then it's going to talk to the speakers upstairs and should have music playing out of them. Okay, so we've got power back on in the bathroom. We're going to do the initial test, see if the fan turns on. And I do hear the fan turning on, so we're good. So in manual mode, the switch works good. And now let's set it up through the app. Okay, so we're going to go ahead in the App Store here and search for the Ecobee app. We're going to go ahead and download it here. Once it's done downloading, we're going to go ahead and open up the application here. And then you've got 2 options. You could either install your device or register your device. If you click on install, it's going to take you through a tutorial real quick on making sure you have the light switch hooked up correctly with the wiring and everything. If you go to register your device, just kind of skips all that and registers the device to your account. So I'll take you through real quick. Install your device. We'll click on the Ecobee switch because that's what we're installing. And this is going to go through every little tiny detail of what you need to get the switch into the wall, making sure you turn off your power, removing your old switch, making sure you identify the wiring, make sure you have that neutral wire that we talked about before. I keep going through this thing here. You got everything connected. Connect all your wires together. Everything's looking good. Test your power. We did this as well before when I turned it on and off and made sure the fan came on. So we'll say yes, everything's working. Hello, new switch. And then we're kind of back at that get me registered page on the front there. So when you click this, it's actually going to search for the new wireless light switch and it's going to get it connected to the Ecobee account. So if we click that and say get started here, now it starts to search. It might take a second or so, but it's going to find your device, click add, and then it's going to ask if you want to use HomeKit or not. I said do not use HomeKit right now. I'm not going to set that up. The next, it's going to ask you to connect to your Wi-Fi. If you have your Wi-Fi already on your phone, which you probably do, it will automatically pull in the SSID information and the password. then you can click next there, and it'll say joined, and then it'll tell you that the switch is now connected to the Wi-Fi, and this is where you're going to go in and actually do the registration now. So you're going to give it a name, and I'm going to put fan in for mine because it's controlling the bathroom fan, and then you give it a location for the device, and then you're done. And then you see the fan there, and it's telling you the switch is off at this point. And then the last step to get this all working is you need to open up your Amazon Alexa app and go to Smart Home. And then you should have all your devices here if you have any. And then we're going to search because we need to find the light switch, the Ecobee light switch. And you guys can see that we found the device called fan. We could tap it to control it if we want to, so we could actually turn it on and off from here. Okay guys, and one final step here. We need to go back into the Ecobee app, go to the light switch, and on the bottom right, click that microphone button. Now it's going to say sign in with Amazon account, and we're going to want to do that. And then this will link the Alexa to everything. So I'm going to put my information here and then click sign in. And once you sign in, this is what you'll see, and we'll just hit done on that. And now there's no more line through the microphone. And guys, that's it. So we've got all the apps and everything set up on the phone. We've got the physical light switch installed. Now the last thing to do is just to go and test it. So let's go test it. Okay, so we're back upstairs and let's give this thing a try. I'm going to start with a simple command just to turn on the fan here. Alexa, turn on the fan.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the fan is on. So let's go back. We'll go to where the shower is here. Again, about 12, 13 feet away. And I actually measured this. And let's turn the water on to make some noise. And let's see how well Alexa picks this up. Alexa, play jazz music in the bathroom. And hopefully you guys can hear that, but I've got jazz music playing out of my speakers, and it's actually coming from Spotify, which is exactly what I wanted. So this works. The microphone works pretty well, especially with all the noise going on in the bathroom right now. Hope you guys like this, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.